Hello and welcome to PLR Tier 2 Race 3 in Bahrain short. We have a full list of drivers here, 20 drivers. This race is a 100% race as the track is it's a shorter distance, it's only about 2.5 kilometers. Unfortunately, Codemasters didn't anticipate the distance, so to get a full race in, we have to go 100% for this one here. So normally we race at 50%, but today we are racing at 100%. And if anything, Tier 1's race on Monday goes by, this race is going to be cracking as well. So really looking forward to seeing how things get on. Jack DNF, we raced in Bahrain the full circuit last week, and Jack DNF had a great race there. Really good performance, won the race, so I'm sure he's looking to back that up with another strong performance, and yeah, so really looking forward. It looks like it's a dry session for Q1. Cars are going out on track. I'm joined in the commentary booth with Crew Steamers, Tier 1 driver.
Hi. How are we?
Not too bad. So just gonna get a few of the information. So Jack's actually the first one out on track, so he's eager to get things going. He's just going into the second sector now.
Do you have a real barn burner here today? I reckon, if anything from Monday's races to go by, ridiculously close on the deltas. Absolutely, it was a
was a hair's breadth away from each other. I think between first and 8th or first and 9th, it was just over a tenth of a second.
First and 9th was well within 2/10 the top 9 in Q3. Yeah. I mean, in Q1 it was ridiculous as well. I mean, I went out in P16 in Q1 and I was 0.453 of a second off first. So I was less than half a second off first. Reminds me a bit of Brazil last year. I think. Do you remember the whole thing with me on the mediums, and we'll name no names, but I got knocked out of Q2 and I was only like 0.4 off pole, like, or the fastest in Q2. But I'm just on board here with Jack DNF. He's just starting his lap time. Did he? I don't know if he cut the corner there. He might have done, but he got away with it.
He got away with it.
Yep.
Just getting the map up there. Yeah, so he's running away there. No problem.
Judging by last week, I reckon that this man right here is odds-on favourite for today's race.
That's it. Yeah. As you said, the track is the gaps between everybody is going to be a lot smaller than it would be around the full circuit, because the part to me actually the hardest or the most difficult part of this track is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think are the numbers of those corners. They're the hardest part, and that's where the time is gained and lost, or the majority of it is. So that's a 58.911 to start off the proceedings there.
It's good to get the ball rolling with that one.
Yeah.
Good to get the ball rolling. And just something else to add, as Craigie alluded to on Monday evening, may notice that vast majority of our drivers, hopefully all of them, but things happen.
Yeah.
We're sporting different colours on the helmet this evening. The claret and blue. It's a little gesture towards Kevo, who sadly lost his father very recently. So all our thoughts and prayers go out to Kevo and his family.
Definitely.
It's a lack of a better term, it's a shitty time for him, and we're all here to support, and
of course,
and it's nice to see the drivers are showing their bit. We all do this for fun. It's all but no one likes to see that sort of thing happen.
Of course, so. Yeah, definitely.
So,
we're all here for you, Kevo. I'm looking forward to him. I'm sure he's definitely up for racing today and doing as best as he can. And we're all rooting for him. Just came up there, General Owen has left the session, so I'm gonna have to get him back in. I'm just on board with Craigie. He is just coming to the end of the second sector. I'm going to check his split time now when he is 44.8 through the first 2 sectors. What I noticed in this game as well, that pretty much everybody comes up with a purple sector 1 when they're not fastest, so don't really read too much into those sector kind of indicators. Usually they're wrong anyway. So yeah, so Craigie's just pumped in a 59.3 there. There's BX Pros after improving as well up to P3. There's only Artistic out on track, so I'm going to jump down on board with himself. He is coming to the run to the line now. The 101.797.
Nice little banker for artistic there.
Fair amount of people in the pit still. A lot of people.
Well, it was ridiculously congested. You know, it being such a small track, it's hard to get a clear bit of space. So looks like half have gone out and the other half are about to start coming out.
Yeah. Now. All these guys, coming back into the pits. So, yeah. So the reason why we are running Bahrain short, and actually how the first race went, I'm really, really happy with it, and I'm sure everybody that watched on Monday, we're definitely in for a treat, with the racing that was on show. Passas and then getting a Bahrain double. But basically, we were contemplating removing Vietnam from the calendar as it's not in the upcoming season. But we were going to then replace it with Bahrain short because last season we had the Bahrain outer track or the Bahrain oval. So but we ended up going with adding the track and then also keeping in Vietnam as well. So we have a 23 race calendar this year, so I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
It's a nice little Brucey bonus for everyone.
That's it. Killer J is just starting the lap. He's just coming out turn 2. He's coming into the new section now. I actually do really like that corner. When you catch it sweet, it's really nice.
This track is really, really good fun on the wheel as well.
Yeah.
I didn't feel too out of place on this track compared to perhaps Australia and the full track.
Oh, he's after running wide there. We didn't invalidate.
He's got away with it. Must have lifted.
Yeah. Oh, but he's. Yeah, that's that. Jump on board with Monster here in the Alfa Romeo, rocking the Burnley colours there. Looks very nice.
Well,
Burnley won today again. Burnley are in good bit of form, aren't they?
Yeah, it was Juvie. They beat Aston Villa. Did they beat Villa? Was it
3-2 today? I think it might have been.
The point I was going to make is that that's it. They beat Villa 3-2, and Monster's a Villa fan, so he's got dual. He's in his claret and blue. He won't be particularly happy about that result, but I don't think he'll begrudge it for Kevo this week.
No. Yeah, he's just coming across the line now. DRS open. And he goes P9. Kevo's on the lap here, so we're going to jump on board himself. He's coming in, going by the killer curb, as we like to call it here in PLR.
Oh yeah,
don't want to touch that.
And Fazzy right behind him, getting a cheeky little slipstream as well.
Something I did notice about the race Tier 1 is that even though the track is smaller, there's the DRS it's stronger because especially in the race when it's easier to follow people and it's harder to break that DRS toe because between turns 1 and turns 3 then that's the next DRS zone, you know what I mean, and then there's only a couple of corners then before you're back to the end of the lap, and it is quite hard to drop the guy behind unless they make a mistake or anything like that. So Kevo's gone P12 there with a 59.6. So
it was very briefly P11. I don't know who jumped up, but Fazzy Lucifer was getting the slipstream behind Kevin. He ended up P8 as well, so he's 2/10 up on Kevo's that slipstream. I hope the favours will get returned later on. Yeah,
General P11. So General has moved into the vacant seat that was left by Riptrick in Tier 2, former Tier 1 driver and one of our originals from last year. But I think it's probably the right place for him at the moment. Tier 1 is just it's gone crazy. The pace and the consistency between arguably 10-12 drivers, like really it's even looking at it from this time last season, which is only about 6 months ago. If you really think about it, some people have gained a second already, which is. I was only talking to Paynes, who's one of our top Tier 1 drivers there, and that his time trial time in Australia is a second faster than what we were doing this stage last season. Think about just the pure improvement of everybody, over the last 6 months. It's really, really good. Esports Payne is on a lap. Were you going to say something there too?
just going to say, it just slipped under the radar there. Lemony Tang popping in second time of the day on the 59, P2 58.996. Yeah, just representing the booth there, old Gav.
That's it.
Not bad for an old boy.
Oh, he's after hitting the killer. Well, he saved it though, but he ran wide on the outside. A bit sloppy here from Payne, but I'm sure he should have a bit more fuel on board. So there's a few guys. Craigie's out. I'm just going to jump back on board with Craigie, see how he's going on. He's coming down into the last. He's a bit down. I was just looking at his sector time there for sector 2. He's about 800s down through sector 2. He's coming out of the last corner. Oh, he's gone into the pits. He's going into the pits.
Esports did get a time in 59.9.
Right. Spectroid.
You can definitely improve on that. That was very well met.
Spectroid is coming in.
Killer J's on the lap. He's just going through towards the end of the first sector. Getting cheeky little toe here off the back of the McLaren.
Lovely jubbly.
Just coming in the pits. Looks like that's Esports Payne.
This is where he doesn't want to be behind them.
Exactly, you don't want to have a light rear end for this end of the circuit.
Oh, Payne's after been just in front.
Payne's just done it.
Yeah.
And Killer's invalidated anyway.
I just noticed there, I was on the T camera on Killer J there, and he looked like he was really struggling with the rear, with oversteer through those corners. He had to lift a couple of times, so I don't know whether it's if he was just losing a bit of grip on the tyres, or if it's just a setup, but it definitely looked like he was losing a bit of grip there, rear grip. Just on board Jack DNF, he's after him through sector 1, he's up by 600ths of a second. He's just in the middle sector now. Nice line through there, nice and tight. Locked up the front, Right, what's the sector 2 time? Has he improved? He is coming up to the now. He's lost time. He's
just the 10th, almost the 10th.
So Happy has been disqualified for driving the wrong way on track. Trying to see where he is on circuit. It looked like he lost it. Yeah, and he was disqualified from the session there. I think that's not the first time Happy's been disqualified this season. I think he's had tough qualifying sessions this year.
I think it's mainly because of the fact that he turns round and
after the spin,
when he spins, he gets caught out when he's turning around. He reverses sometimes rather than spinning it back round. And he can reverse a little bit before it tells you off and ultimately disqualifies you. But
jumped on board with Owen here. He's just coming out of sector 1 now. He gets set at age 122. He's up over a 10th here, 22.1. So that's his best so far.
Oh, he's no slouch.
No, he's not.
No slouch.
Definitely. He's instantly in. Even though he's missed a couple of races, he's instantly a title contender straight away.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. So, what is his sector? He is still up over a 10th of 44.7. All he needs to do now is just get through the last corner here. I've noticed that quite a lot of guys in this race don't use the track limits as much as others in Tier 1 out of that last corner. 59.3, so he's improved there by a couple of tenths. So he's going to jump forward with Just. Did Just put himself up with the P3 there, or is he on another lap?
He's on another lap. He is nearly 2 tenths down at the moment, but
right.
I think he did that a couple of minutes ago, to be fair.
Right. He's definitely pushing. He has his airs.
Artistic's on a good lap here. He's 3.5 tenths up at the moment.
He is.
Going into the last corner.
I think he ran a bit deep there. I think he had to come off the accelerator, and he's giving his teammate a nice tow now.
3 tenths off his time, 1:01.4.
Yeah, well done. Now he should be letting his teammate by. He should be letting his teammate by here and let his.
Ooh, a little bit of contact maybe.
Oh, and he spun him.
Dear.
Or
might have been a little kiss, but it wouldn't have done anything for the spin. But oh dear. Where the contact was, it's inconsistent with the direction of the spin, so they might have touched, but it didn't cause the spin as such. It didn't spin him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but maybe being squeezed down a bit, it might have compromised his exit and lit up the rears.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't what you should be doing to teammates in qualifying, especially.
Oh no, absolutely. Killer J just crossed the line. P3 59.0. That pushes Bono Candy into P16. Kevo needs to watch out what he's doing, and so does Monster and Tilmo and Lucifer. Kevo is on an out lap at the minute though, so...
He is. He's going to jump down on Tilmo's. Tilmo's starting a lap. No, he's not. He's off the track here. Bono's put quite a lot of laps on these tyres, and he has no airs, so he's not really giving himself a lot of time to... And
ooh, nearly well saved. Well saved, sir.
I'm just going to jump over to Esports Payne here, because he's just started or did he just finish a lap?
Bono's a second down.
Right.
Esports just finished a lap. He made 4 tenths.
He did, yeah.
On it. So that puts Kevo into the drop zone now.
It does. Lost a bit of traction there, Esports Payne, out of that. And he's up again. He's up another tenth and a bit. So just going to jump on the T-cam with him here. He's not using all the track there as well. There was definitely a car's bit more. He could have went out on the right hand side. Just by going out that little bit more, it just helps you.
That's twice I've seen him do that there. Twice I've seen him do that there.
If Payne is listening, take some front wing out. Take some front wing out, because you can't change your rear wing anymore. So, and maybe increase your diff.
Or short shift it up earlier before the corner, perhaps.
The diff as well. If his diff, most people run a 50% diff. If you increase that, that will make the car stiffer, and obviously then that would drive more understeered than oversteered. So there's a couple of ways to do it. Take some front wing out at this stage, increase your diff a bit, one or the other. Alberto with a good lap there. He's in P6, 59.2.
Yeah, very good lap. Very good lap. Craig was on another flying lap here. He did one and he didn't improve, but he just ran a bit deep into turn one.
He has enough time. Now, Kevo should be thinking, it's a 58-second lap, and we're just hit the 58 mark now, so he definitely has enough time to go around. He basically matches sector 1 time.
Matches time.
Yeah, he's using a bit more of that track out there to open up the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Esports has crashed on again. He's right on that apex nearly.
Yeah, that's
he's
third time's a charm.
Three times. I mean, Kevo's 8,000ths off of Esports, and he's 2,000s down.
Yeah. Consistency, all right there, isn't it? Yeah.
Boot it, pin it, son. half a tenth slow, but he has got one last chance.
He does. And that's all in this first corner. If he nails this one, he ran very deep in the last one. That's much better,
Kevo. That's better. That's perfectly done. He pinched just enough there.
I just seen invalidation come up there in my head. I was like, no.
Nearly 2 tenths up at the moment.
That's it, Kev.
Keep the consistency like you have done for the last 2 laps, mate. And you're laughing.
I'm going to jump onto the broadcast cam here.
You can take a lot more of that corner. I'm not saying criticism of Kev here at the slightest, but you can take a lot more of that corner.
You can. He lost a bit of time, but he's still up. If he just needs to.
If he keeps that as it is, that should do him really.
Yeah. And he still has just enough.
He's got a great run out of that corner.
8, 7, 6. Just looking at his airs, he's very low, but
and he's just gone into P15, just.
And Craigie's just after pumping in a 58.6 there.
Bono Candy is a second down, so it looks like he's not going to improve. Artistic has invalidated, so Kevo has just gone through by the skin of his you-know-whats.
Yep, Jack just improved ever so slightly, up to P7. Yeah, and I think that's everybody. It's just Artistic out on track and Bono, isn't it? And you're saying Bono's already down the sense.
Yeah, Monster's just finished a good lap. He puts himself up to P10.
Yeah.
Just in case for him.
I definitely think Craigie's after just making it, putting down the gauntlet now to everyone else.
Well, yeah, Craigie's after some redemption from last week because he sort of stitched himself up a little bit. Artistic looked like he was pushing and then he just stopped there. He's on the track. So. He's invalidated.
He has, yeah. So that's everybody now. Everyone's either finished a lap in the pits or no longer on a flying lap. So Artistic, Meme Man, Moody, Bono Candy, and Esports Paint. Obviously happy to be here as well. Was disqualified. I'm sure he won't be happy about that.
No.
But yeah, he wasn't it Equator? He stopped in lap 1. He was down in last in Tier 1's race, and He had a top 5 finish, so there's an awful lot that can happen.
Yes,
it's a long
absolutely.
race. I do think, being the second race, the advantage of strategy is not as strong as it would be for the likes of Assassin. You know, like I was watching the comms on Monday, and not everybody would assumed, and myself as well, assumed that Assassin was going to come in and do a 2-stop strategy, and no one really thought that he was going to be able to pull off the 1-stop. And Payne's made the error of going soft, because when you do that, you have to 100% make another stop, and the other driver knows that. The other driver knows he's soft. Obviously, you have to use the 2 of the 3 compounds, so he has to stop again. Where at least if you go onto the mediums, you could try to go do a 1-stop, or if worst case scenario, you can come in and go on the softs at the end and you're flying. So but everyone here has probably watched that race and now knows this information, knows you can do a 1-stop. So
see, I like to on a 2-stopper, when you're flicking between medium and soft, I like to always make sure I've got a set of soft for the last stint. If it's a medium soft, or a soft, if it's one, even if it's one set of tops for it playing 2 mediums, I'd have medium soft, or soft medium soft, or medium soft. But that's just a bit more aggressive. So Anyway, standings.
Here we go. So Craigie, Jack DNF, Killer J, Lemony Tang, the top 4. Yus is reserving today. He's in P5. BX Pro, Jack Sheen, Alberto, General Owen in his first race in P9. Monster P10, Spec Drive, and Doom Vista 11-12. Lucifer Shahid, or as we would know him, Fazzy, P13 on his first race back since last season. P14 is Tilmo, and Kevo just got in there last lap by 0.006 of a second. So fair play, Kevo, getting yourself into Q2 there.
It's the right direction, that's all that matters.
That's it, yeah. So Esports Pain, I think Esports Pain is the biggest surprise there of the guys knocked in.
Yeah, especially how I don't know if he's gone too aggressive with changing his setup compared to
I think there's an awful lot of
the full Bahrain track, because every time I saw him go around that corner, I saw him the wrong way on that corner 4 times.
Yeah, I saw 3 and I think I caught him twice.
So it's one of those, you either stick with the same setup or you just still go with Personally, I tried with my old Monza setup for this track, because there's only one really heavy braking zone.
Yeah,
as long as you just
that's basically it.
And as long as you're a bit careful on the curb of death corner, then that's all you really need to worry about. But it's one of those, it depends where you want to make up the time.
That's it.
Really.
That is it, so Q2 now. If anybody can let us know what the weather forecast is for the race, you'd assume it is dry, but you can never assume anything in motorsport or racing. So if anyone can let us know what the weather forecast is, if it's going to be wet or not.
If it's snowing, I'll eat my slippers.
So I just thinking there as well, you might see quite a lot of people going for softs here rather than mediums, judging by how the tier 1 race went on Monday, so we'll keep an eye out on that now.
Just to put it into perspective with regards to tier 1, the pole time just now was 1:58. Sorry, was a 58.6. You're looking in and around 12th place in tier 1 standings for that time that Craig has just posted.
Right.
First place, I believe, was a 58.366. So the thing is, times are going to get up there.
Yeah. Now the deltas are smaller. Obviously, the smaller the track, the least amount of corners. The delta is smaller than compared to Singapore, which is arguably probably the track with the biggest delta, because there's 20 corners. It's a street track. So you probably you'd have a much bigger delta there than you would around here, or the A1 ring, or Red Bull ring as it is now. But
that's my kind of delta track. Ones with the wide deltas.
Trying to see who is first. I think BX Pro is the first guy doing a lap, and he missed a memo on the helmet, but sure, that's race on board, running up the turn 1 now. DRS open. Just going to stick on the lap data here. He's on the medium tyre.
Hmm.
So was it 22s, from the low 22s that they were hitting through sector 1.
Craiggie's retired.
On track.
Craiggie's gone off.
Killer curb.
Yeah, he's gone off. Killer curb.
Yeah, 22.5.
Looks like he's lost it.
Yeah.
BX Pro's on his way to it, so he may be able to just see.
And I will also say that was his outlap. That wasn't the push lap. Because BX Pro, who we're on board, is the first guy.
His first one out, yeah.
So it was 22.
Yeah, and the barrier on the right, Craig. Can't see him on the stream.
I'm sure when we were putting down our pounds and euros later on for a poll, I'm sure Craigie would have been one of the guys that we would have been calling. But actually Yus is just behind Ben, so we'll see these guys come across the line here. 1 minute and .493. So Yus went out at 59.9. That's a bit slower than expected for Spec Drive at 59.1. Jack at 59.5.
Well, the quickest medium lap in Q2 for Tier 1 was a 59.689.
Right.
So we should see how someone else may cope with the mediums.
Jack Sheen just about to cross the line. Is he? Or he just started? Oh, he just started. Yeah, and he's on mediums too, so I'm going to jump on board with himself. Breaking down into second gear. What I do here, well, mainly on the other track, is it's more important with the run up to the real turn 4 as such, is doing a quick upshift, because it's really important to getting your traction right out of there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's in the second DRS zone now. I did miss his first delta, but we are moving through the left right now. I always did like these corners, just avoid the curb on the inside.
Yeah,
he ran wide.
They're just so tempting to take a bit more.
Yeah, 45.3. So this wouldn't be the best lap time here now from Jack. Doing an extra lap on tyres in qualifying, because it's a 100% race, isn't as detrimental to your race as it will be with a 50%, because the tyre wear is per lap is lower, because the games kind of takes that into consideration. The wear is twice as bad in 50% race as it would in a 100% race, if you know what I mean. So just jump over with Monster. He's on a lap. He's coming in.
Kevo's just crossed the line, 4th place, 59.6 on the soft. Alberto just in front of Kev, 59.4 P3 on the soft as well. 2 laps on them soft.
Get drawn into on out lap. Looking at everyone here.
Killer J's halfway through a lap at the moment on the mediums, just going for the first sector. 22.2.
That's a good first sector. It was a 22.5 by BX Pro, and he's the best. No, actually, that was on his first lap. BX Pro did improve, and that's another thing we have to take into consideration, because it is a 100% race. With the wear being better, with the 100% race, you'll also have to think about it. The tyre temperatures and getting the tyres into their working range would be a bit longer because of that reason as well, you know. So,
well, no, I know what you're saying, but it's not actually.
It wasn't from yesterday or Monday, no.
No, it wasn't, because when you do a 50%er, there's some tracks and some instances, for example, on set hard, you get it says a tyre life's 58 laps,
right?
And you know that's quite easily twice the distance of a normal race.
Yeah.
So I think they do that on 25% and lower. Yeah. But 50% or 100%, the tyre life is the same.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken.
Right.
I could be completely wrong, but from the experience of what I've done a couple of 100%ers recently in other leagues.
Yeah.
And I noticed that to be the same.
Fair enough.
So
I'm just on board with
again, like I say, I could be wrong.
Yeah. Sure. We'll all find out now in a minute. But I reckon you're right. Owen is just coming into the last corner. It's on the exit out. DRS will be opening momentarily. He's on the soft tyre as well, so that's
59.3 P3.
So just looking at there, Jack DNF is in P2. It looks like he set that on mediums, but what he's actually done is, by the looks of it, is he is now going out on those set of mediums, because they've actually done 0 laps. So that's a fresh step.
He set that time on he set that time on softs, Shane.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he done his banker on soft and going out on mediums rather than going mediums and then soft. But sure, he knows what he's doing.
Fueled up. He could have fueled up and old softs.
Yep.
You know, if I was in his shoes and if he's done what I think he's doing, then I'd fill the car up a bit, put old tyres on. A time that you can definitely guarantee that you'll be on the medium tyre full chat. As long as you don't stitch yourself up, then you're all right.
That's it. Yost has just come across the line. He's improved by 3.5 tenths there for going to the soft tyre.
Lemony Tang P3 again. Oh, he's just literally dropped to P4. General Owen P1 59.1.
Pumping in the times there. Faz is just crossing the line. Is he just starting a lap? Yes.
Yes.
It's on board with him now. Filling in for
Kevin
Coconut.
P6 still. Sorry, that's not just happened. I'm used to be. Ignore me. I've had a brain fart.
Yeah, good. Faz just decided to take a corner cut there. I think he was distracted by the car on the outside, to be fair now. I just jumped on board with Just there, and he lost it on the killer curb, but thankfully for him, he didn't hit a wall. He's lives to race another lap here, so he's all good here. So just looking at Jack, I'm going to jump on board with Jack because he's on the mediums with his 6 seconds down through sector 1. So, and he has his airs and all turned off, so he's definitely not pushing at the moment.
He's saving it up for his second lap.
Maybe just getting those tyres up to temp. He's just because he has his airs on now. He's pushing now, so I think unfortunately he might get caught in a bit of traffic with Faz. Work out from now because he will definitely be getting a bit of a slipstream.
Will, yeah. Just excuse me for one moment. I'll be back in a moment.
No problem at all. Braking down. Drop down into second gear. See what his sector time is through here now. He is 1/10 down on his best time set on the soft tyre, so I don't know whether he's going to abort this or is he going to keep going. He's coming around the killer curve there now, locked up the rear. Fair play to Jack though for running out ABS. Quite a lot of drivers would have that on, myself included. He has improved on his middle sector, so he's only 400 of a second off. Coming out the last corner. Oh no, he's decided to box there. So Faz put it in P5, 59.3. And Alberto P6 on it, 59.4.
I've returned. Apologies.
Good. Doom Vista is on a lap. He is 3 tenths down, and he did get caught on the old curb there. So we'll move on. Is Alberto gone on another push lap? He might be. He still has everything turned up. Yeah, he's up 0.286 of a second here, so this puts him right in line in around the general own time if he can keep that up. It looked like a bit of a mistake there, and then we'll see how his sector time goes. That would look nice and tidy there. Let's see how it goes. 44.3. He's up half a second.
Okay.
Yes. Alberto. Yeah, he seemed a bit cautious there, but he was up 5'10", so yeah, 58.
58.8, 6 tenths exactly. Great lap.
Killer J's on a lap. He's up 8 tenths on his previous, so that at the moment puts him at a 59.2. Puts him right up there, the top 5. 58.999, so he improved even more. So you're seeing the track evolution here as well. That is something that's going to keep happening over the course of this qualifying session.
Absolutely.
Faz put 3 laps on these tyres that he's going to be starting to race with, so I don't know if Faz is pushing it. No, he's definitely not pushing, but I think he should come in and put a new set of boots on and go again. Just on board with Jus here. Jus is I think the only guy. I think Tilmo just started a lap just behind, but we'll stick on board with Jus here for the rest of the lap and see how he's doing. Oh, he missed the. I think that was just. I think Jus has a bit of connection issues.
Yeah, I got that as well.
Yeah.
I think that was a bit of a glitch.
Looked like he was on the way to the Abu Dhabi track, where he was off to there.
It looked like he was on his way to the stands.
He is up. He's up nearly 0.3 of a second, which puts him in and around the Lemony Tang time, the Fazzy time as well. So we'll see how it goes here. Oh, that wasn't a bad show, was it? He's coming in around Lemony, and he was 1,000 of a second faster. So.
Well.
Right, who else is on a lap? Tilmo had started a lap not too long after. He's just coming out the last corner.
He's 2.5 tenths up at the moment. He set that time on mediums, and now he just goes up a position.
Everybody on the softs here.
Kevo is coming out of the pits. He's got the mediums fitted. Yeah, he did his first lap on softs, so feels he can get a bit out of them. It's not a bad track in. Really, to have a good 3-lap run of 3 hot laps if you can get. Look, there's probably not enough time for that now. You get 2 in, but get a 3-lap stint of 3 push laps on the mediums. It's not going to be that bad for the shorter track, because as we know, they take a little bit longer to wake up. And I always, myself at least, when I go for a run on mediums in Q2, I always do at least 2 laps. And usually, even if I'm just going around the lap to save the fuel in the airs, to not necessarily push, but then to push on the second one. Yeah, I'll definitely. Just reading the comments there from the stream, and Equa said, "Shane, can you predict the lottery numbers just as good?" I wish, mate. I'd probably be a pay driver in Formula 1 if I was able to do that. I'm just messing, but yeah. It was a good show. I wouldn't, because I wouldn't be able to fit in car.
Fairness, I wouldn't fit in it either. Just thinking about that. Just going to jump aboard with Kevo. Hopefully he can make these medium tyres work for him. He does have time to do another one if he wants to just get the tyres up to temp with this one.
Very nicely there.
He did, yeah. He's down 2/10. What I'd be doing now is just save everything. Just save it all up, have another go.
Yeah.
Unless maybe you've made a mistake somewhere else on the lap, and you can gain those 2/10 back somewhere else.
You could have cursed it out the last corner or something. It looks like someone's off.
Jack. Jack's on an out lap.
It might be Nyus. Right. Yeah, it looks like getting another little accident on the death corner again.
And you can see it's the same guys losing at that corner, and that to me is all down to setup. It's all down to the rear of your car wants to turn quicker than the front of your car, basically, is oversteered in a simplistic form there. Fair play, Faz sticking out of the way there.
You don't really want to be driving a shopping trolley.
No.
I think Faz has just come out and he's left it about a minute too late.
Yes, he has.
Unless he was trying to come out to give Kev a
toe,
but again, even for that, he's left it a minute late.
Yeah.
Got quicker this time, Kev.
Also, just to look at there, Doom Vista is also on an out lap, so Faz and Doomed are unable to set a lap time.
Yeah.
Or if they do, we'll be keeping an eye on it.
Monster is coming into the final corner. He's 6/10 up.
6/10 up. Monster. Just Kevo, he invalidated his lap time on the curve on the outside. He's pushed Tilmo out at the moment.
Monster P8 and immediately drops to P9.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who it was.
I think it was Jack maybe, and then Spectrive just came in straight after, was it?
Monster's
no, it wasn't Spectrive. Spectrive is up a tenth.
Monster's P11. Someone else has just come in and done one.
Yeah.
I think one was Jack Sheehan.
Yeah.
And one was Lemony.
Spectrive could push BX Pro out. He is about 200 down. He dropped into second there. I don't know if that's going to do any favour for him.
Spectrive is P6, so it's as is.
Oh,
really.
So yeah, he has his. He's just trying to go again. Yeah.
Monster, really unlucky there. Did a great time, get himself a few positions, but you've heard me say this enough times before, Shane.
Yeah.
If I'm sat in Monster's shoes, he's on Pearl fresh tyres.
Yes.
P11, this track, fresh mediums, laughing for me.
The only thing for me in terms of P11, that P11 is, as you say, basically pole position in some tracks, but to me it's tracks there where everybody in the top 10 has to do a two-stop. Where this race we've seen from Monday, the guys in the top 10 can go soft mediums, and he can go medium soft, but it doesn't have the massive benefit as doing it in China, for example, where China is, if you have to start the race on soft tires from Q3, you're doing a 2-stop, maybe go really long and hard, and you're going to be probably 2 or 3 seconds off the pace by the end of the race. You'd be better off going for a 2 probably in that scenario. But if you're in P11 in China, for example, which is 2 races from now, so maybe people are listening might remember this. If you can start on the mediums in P11, you'd be doing medium hard and you'll be laughing. And I actually remember quite a lot of races, because we done the 2 championship races last year. The guys on mediums who started 11, 12, 13, they were all getting podiums and finishing 4th, 5th, 6th in and around that window because of the advantage.
I did a few of those last season. I mean, like I've preached it quite often. You get on row 6, P11, P12, and you've got your pick of the tyres. Yeah. And but saying that, though, some of these guys in the top 10 here have done about 2 or 3 laps on them soft. So even if Monster goes soft, medium, you're still going to get, up to 5 laps advantage on the other guys. So it's not. I know what you're saying, but there's arguments on both sides.
Yeah, it is definitely advantage in terms of the tyres, but I would rather start around here. It's 11th is better than 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th ish.
Yes.
Then I think the top 5. Then obviously because you're in traffic and you have to get by everybody in front of you and all that sort of stuff. And safety cars could play a big part of it as well. We were fortunate in a way that I think there was only one early safety car, wasn't there, in Tier 1? And then it was green then.
Yeah, I think it was the first lap,
or
second lap,
So, looking at now, we're Q3. We have Killer J, Jack DNF, General Owen, Alberto, Doom Vista, Lemony Tang, Jack Sheehan, BX Pro, Yus, and Spec Drive. Fighting out now for pole position. So, is this the time where we put down our...
This is the time.
For the money where our mouth is.
This is the exact time, mate.
So, do you want to go first?
No, ladies first. I mean, age before beauty. That's still wrong.
Yes, because you're older than me.
Yeah, well, never mind. Respect your elders, then. Go first.
Right. Jack has been really, really strong last week, and obviously he's been pretty decent around here so far. But I'll go with Lemony. So Lemony better not let me down. And if he doesn't get it, he owes you the euro, not me.
Right.
So it's all on Lemony.
In that case, I'll have the other 9.
The other 9.
No. I'm going to stick my neck out a little bit here because I've been impressed and pleasantly surprised, and I hope this is the end of his bad luck that he's had back end of last season and the beginning of this. Alberto.
Yeah, he's been on it so far.
I'm going Alberto.
Yeah.
Fellow AlphaTauri. No bias there whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I've been impressed with what I've seen so far today, and I hope it's the end of his bad luck. If he gets a break and gets out in front, not necessarily up front, but in the top half dozen and gets out the way of any trouble, I think he'll do well.
Definitely.
But it looks like Jack Sheehan is first out.
Yeah, I'm on board with him now.
Yep.
You want to be in the low 22, 121.8, that's good. That's a good sector 1 time. I'm just going to... if they were all in order, I would flick through and see how everyone's getting through sector 1, but it's too messy. So, yeah, we'll stick on board with number 69 here, Jack Sheehan.
Ooh,
Giggity. Coming into the end of sector 2 here now. 42, 43, 44.2. Should be putting him in around the 58s here. So let's see how he gets through the last corner. On the run to the line here. 58.7.
58.7. Doom Vista right behind him.
Yeah.
59.2 from him. Jack DNF starting a new lap. He's on mediums. He just must be using him for the sake of using him. Yours P2 58.9.
Spec Drive's coming into the last corner. Or you have,
Alberto's just coming in now.
Alright.
Jack Sheehan P1 at the minute. Oh no, sorry, still is. Alberto 59.4. That's a good start, Alberto. Plenty to build on. Good lads.
Yeah.
Spec Drive, P3, 59.115, 4 thousandths up on BX Pro.
Jack is on mediums.
He is. I think he just might be using him for the sake of it. It's a good idea to use them and set a banking because you're going to beat it on softs, aren't you?
Yeah.
Tucking in behind Dome Vista for a bit of a tow.
Yeah. Use any advantage you can to cover up the tyre disadvantage. I'm just on board with Owen. He's just coming in at the end of sector 2 now. So you're looking at a low 44. I think it was Jack was at 44.2 coming out of here. So 44.7. So he's a bit off by the looks of it so far. I'm just going to jump on board with Lemony once we get past this lap here with Owen. Yellows. I think that's people just coming into the pits. So Owen is coming to the line. 59.3. Lemony 22.1 through sector 44.6. So a couple of tenths off pole at the moment, but we'll put him in the top 5 or so. I think Lemony also missed the memo on the helmet situation as well.
Yeah, P3 though.
P3,
59.0.
Yeah. Killer J is on an out lap. Is anyone else going for another one? I think Spectrive looks like he's definitely pushing.
Yeah,
he's already done 2 laps though.
21.8 first sector.
Yeah.
He is up.
He is up. See, these tyres, if you think about it as well, these tyres are not realistically. You're not going to use them in the race.
No, you're not.
So
just burn them, just shred them.
It's such a short track that maybe the tyres are hanging on a bit longer than normal.
Yes.
He's after running wide, but he
got away with it.
Got away with it, and he's up.
Still 10 foot, over a 10 foot. This will put him into the 58s if he keeps it going.
Yeah, it should do.
Using all the track available to him.
Lap.
Killer J is literally the car behind. You're at P2, 58.986.
Lemony is
Killer J pushing. Just starting now.
No, he's not. He's boxing. He's 3 seconds down. Yeah, we go on board Killer J here in the Haas here. Using the Stoffel Van Dorn number 2 on the car there.
I prefer the Senna 2. Is it the Senna 2?
Senna. Oh, but back then, I suppose the driver got the team numbers as such, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like Ferrari was 27 and 28, wasn't it? Which to me was always a Lacey Berger, even though
there wasn't a 1, was there? Because Prost didn't race that year.
Yeah.
He retired, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was 0 and 2 on it. Oh.
Yeah. And then obviously with the 0 for Damon Hill, and that was obviously because of the tragic death of Ayrton Senna back in '94. Senna was champion and raced with the number 1, and Damon obviously back then the number 1 didn't mean an awful lot more than it does now.
You got mixed up, I think, mate. You got mixed up. It was 0 and 2 for Williams because they were the constructors, but there was no champion driving because Prost won it in '93 for Williams. Senna's last year at McLaren, and then Senna came in and replaced Prost. And Prost retired.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why there was no number 1. That's why Hill had a 0.
Right. There you go.
There we go. Even so, Killer J, P5, 59.1.
Yeah. I was on board with Just there, but the television camera just decided to look at the tower at turn 1 there, and not at the car that was coming out of turn 1. So on board. Yeah, Alberto. Not Alberto. Just on board with him now. Sector 1, he's down. We'll just double check, see if anyone else is up on a lap.
Alberto is up on a lap, just over 2 tenths. Coming into the last corner.
Yeah.
That was a much better exit than earlier.
It was. Yeah. Should be in the 58s here. Just about.
59.0 P5.
Yeah.
P5. He's got it in him because he did a 58.6 or 58.5 earlier.
Definitely. So Killer J just out of turn 1. Has he just started another lap? Are they both pushing again? Have a look at the sector times here. Yeah. So Killer J is not pushing. He was, but he was down. Alberto is on another lap, and he was up ever so slightly. So I'm going to just go back on board with him. See how his sector 2 goes. He nearly touched that curb. And he's
run wide, he's invalidated.
Yeah, that all started from his entry. He turned in too early for the right-hander.
Yeah. Killer J
has been in.
Yeah. Killer J's gone off. He's gone off at the curb of death just behind Alberto.
He has.
He's wide on the outside. If you get on board with Just, we'll just see him. Yeah, there
yes, we can, yeah. That looks like something similar to what Lemony done last year, where he was losing it, saved it, car gripped, turned left,
overcorrected, yeah,
and good luck into the wall.
Mm.
I think Lemony has that on his YouTube. We should all go and watch and laugh.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
General Lone is the next person on the lap. So.
Let us all go and mock on the alternative streaming platform available. There's others available more than Twitch, but we're not going to name names. But let's all go laugh and mock after this broadcast. No need to go now. There's no rush. It'll still be there.
Right, General Lone.
And not just mock. Let's let him know we're mocking.
Yeah, leave comments and all that. Yeah, definitely. And General Lone starting a lap, coming to turn 1. Car looked very low to the ground there.
He's a wily fox, is Owen.
He is.
He's very, very consistent, very underrated. He doesn't quite often, well, during his time in Tier 1, he never usually got talked about as being, like, to coin the phrase, elite, if you like. But he was always there sniffing around. I had a good battle with him all season.
Yeah.
Really close between me and him in the constructors. I think he just beat me to the post by about, in the Drivers' Championship, I think he beat me by about half a dozen points or something.
Yeah. Definitely consistent, and he's always there, and he is a Tier 1 pole position winner as such.
Yes, he is, which he stole from me.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I also think he stole it from me too, but sure, we'll...
he
that's a different story altogether.
I had P1 and Q1 and Q2. Alright, I dominated quality.
He did improve P8, but he definitely has a fair bit of time. He could do another 2 laps, 3 laps if he wanted to. There is a car coming around the last corner.
Jack DNF.
It was Jack, he's just
starting the lap. Or invalidated.
Looking, who else? Ben is on the lap. Yeah, he's down.
Just a touchdown.
Yeah.
Just a touch. But looking at his ERS, it's his first hot lap.
It is,
so
yeah.
May as well turn the power off and save it up. And that curve. Bit 50-pence around there, mate.
It was.
Took that corner best I've seen anyone take it in terms of the line.
Yeah. And he's up on his own time.
It's made a 10th up, yeah.
I think Jack is after surprising quite a lot of us here. We weren't thinking Jack was going to get pole, but at the moment he's on provisional pole.
And he's gone back out to make sure, see if he can keep hold
P4.
of it. Ben P4. 59.0. Oh, in P2, 58.9. There he is. There's the lad.
He is. And then Yus is right behind him. He's just starting a lap. I think Jack is just about to cross the line.
P2.
Yes.
58.778. 600ths off.
Where is the next car? Is a Will? Oh no, it's Lemony starting a lap.
Alberto is probably the next one. He's almost 3.5 tenths up. So that's close for the front row.
That's close for the front row.
Come on, mate. I'm rooting for you. Alpha Tauri all the way, son. Off we go.
Yellow flag. It's all good. Everyone's still on track.
58.756 just in P2. 3.4 tenths up. It's 400ths off P1.
Lemony's up 3 tenths. Lemony's up 3 tenths through sector 1, or just about 0.285.
Oh yes.
And he took that nice from the broadcast.
The citrus man.
The tang of lemon.
Signor, that's how you take that corner. That's exactly how you take it.
Yeah. 4 tenths, 4.5 tenths.
Up.
This is pole if he just doesn't bottle it.
Ooh. He might have lost a touch there.
58.
I think he's alright.
6.
P1, 58.635.
Jack just crossed the line. Oh, Jack crossed the line and he
improved.
Oh, Alberto's down. And he looks like he's...
Alberto's lifted off.
Right, who's next? Ben isn't improving.
Ben is well down, sorry. Spec Drive is marginal with what he's done, so unless he picks up 3 tenths.
Yeah, we'll have a look.
Is down, so it's all on Spec Drive.
Yeah. Alberto still can go, but I think he was down, wasn't he? So...
No, he was down,
He's 1,000th of a second, so he needs to find 3 tenths here to take pole position. Alberto pits, so this is... So is Lemony going to... Oh! No, he's slowing down. Thought he was going to box there. Yeah, probably should have just boxed. But Asher. Lemony time with his first pole position in PLR.
Well done, Lemony.
Well done, Lemony.
Well done. I had faith in you. I always had faith in you. I just thought it'd be a bit equal opportunities to.
I was only talking to Lemony at about 9:10, and he was making dinner, and just gets himself into the car, sticks on pole.
I've heard of success ballast, but not performance ballast.
We'll have a look here now. Quite a lot of comments. There's over 100 comments already, so I generally check it on my phone, but I don't know where I put my phone.
Lemony Tang, pole position. First pole position in PLR. Yes. Shane quite rightly says 58.634, 200ths ahead of Jack Sheehan. That's great performance from him. And Alberto, great performance from him as well, P3. Then Jack DNF and Owen, both the Red Bulls representing. And Boxer Pro, Ben, I think it is. 58.9 in the Williams. Spec Drive, 3,000ths behind in the McLaren. Then we've got Just reserving in the Racing Point, followed by Dome Vista and Killer J. Despite his little mishap, all the deltas there, still under half a second for all 10. Still just as close as Tier 1.
Just looking at it there, I also threw them up as well, but Itchy from Tier 1 sent a load of lemons in the chat section of Twitch there, so I threw a few in myself. Jack just asked, is there a formation lap? There should be a formation lap, so Kenneth just said there, so the top 10 was split by 4/10 in T1. The first 9 was separated by 0.128 of a second. It is crazy. It's literally, they say the normal human reaction time is between a 10 to 2/10 of a second. I think it's even 2/10. I think even 0.128 is an exceptionally good human reaction. So, it's going to be interesting now, this race.
And all that can be is just not quite nailing an apex on one corner.
Yeah. Or it's even short shifting a gear, missing a downshift, going upshifting too early. You know,
or too late.
Yeah, it's all of that. But just want to touch on something, but just before the formation up here about Lemony. Lemony obviously is OG, they're here since day one. But yeah, he came down from Tier 1 this year to the Tier 2. And to me he was one of the favourites in my head coming into this year. And with a bit of bad luck in the first race and the first 2 races, really, I think he actually has no points at this stage of the championship. So obviously a win would definitely bring him back into the championship. But here, it's a 23 race championship. There's 20 races, 20 by 25. You can do the maths. There's an awful lot of points left to play for.
26. 20 by 26.
Oh, well, with the points. Yeah, exactly. Craigie was qualified, so he'd be starting on cold tyres. And he scores Payne. Yeah. But what I was going to say is, I think for me, if I'm Lemony, just get a good result, get points on the board, and just build on his pole position. And
absolutely,
he was commentating. He watched this race as close as anyone on Monday, so he knows what to do. He's seen what the guys done on Monday. Now, what does change a lot is safety cars. The race was really clean on Monday, so it was a relatively green race. You had an early safety car in lap 1, but this race here now could be completely different. You know what I mean? If there's safety cars in this race, it changed. Oh my God! I just saw Alberto just wrecked Jack into the last corner there. Absolutely destroyed him.
God.
But yeah, they were at least they were disqualified, but at least they pretty much done a full lap, so they'd have their tyres would be up to temp. So unlike Craigie and Payne, sorry. Yeah. Everyone's on softs in the top 10. Actually, should have double checked that. Tyre.
Everyone in the top 10's on softs. Everyone in the top 14 is on softs.
Yeah, 4 guys on mediums. So, are we going? I'm just on board with Lemony here just to see the lights.
Yeah.
Well, there was no light for us, but there was light for them.
Well, that's all that matters, as long as there's lights for them.
That's all that matters. Yeah, he's defending.
Lemony under pressure by Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, locks up a touch, pushes Lemony away just a little
Williams
bit.
on the outside.
Jack DNF, Jack Sheehan. Ben is up the inside of Lemony. Lemony's there, just a little wiggle from Lemony, and Alberto's close behind.
Yeah. We got through relatively
looks fairly clean.
Yeah. I'm just going to check the positions. We'll see if there's anybody here that...
Jack DNF up 3.
Spectre's
Fazzy
off
up
11.
5.
Lemony's dropping. Lemony's dropping. And it looks like he have wing damage. He has no end plates on that.
That's a shame. Oh, that might have sounded disingenuous, but I didn't mean it like that. Absolutely not. So we have Jack DNF. Normal services resumed so far, as it would seem, for Bahrain.
Lucifer Shade up to 5th, passing Owen. And
Owen's fighting back.
Yeah, he is.
Owen's got the line next cut. That's great fighting there from Owen.
Yeah.
It's Fazzy. Just having a little nip. Oh, he's up the inside down Vista.
That wasn't the best of moves.
He didn't push the door open. He booted the door open there. Did Dome Vista.
And just on the entrance to the
blood just behind.
Yeah, just on the entrance of that corner, I looked back from on board with Faz and I said, "Oh no, he's fine. He can just look ahead." And then this Alfa Romeo just pulled out of nowhere.
Oh, Dome Vista.
And then Faz is just taking him doomed.
And Kevo capitalises, just skins the cat, absolutely. Whoa,
Faz hit
what's going on here?
He was just staying on board with Faz.
As well. Oh, it's an action magnet at the minute. Monster's right up behind. I don't know if Faz has got any damage. He doesn't look like he's wing.
Doomed and Just after Doomed hit Just there. Just in front of Faz. And I know Faz loves his NASCAR, but you have to remember that these aren't NASCARs, these are open wheel cars.
Monster's making the move up the inside of Faz. Turn 1 side by side into the braking zone. Faz is braking
very late.
Just a bit. I think I'm more case of Monster a bit early, to be fair.
Yeah.
But Kevo up in P6, the biggest winner at the moment.
Mean Man Moody's left the session.
8 seconds. 8 positions. I'll get Moody back in.
Yeah.
Well, we saw last week how good Kev's start was. He shot up from P6.
Kev always is a great starter. Always was.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it who just went there? It was Mean Man Moody, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Send him some invites.
Lemony is battling for, unfortunately, 19th place with Killer J. Now the only thing is Lemony putting hards and mediums. I think the mediums there from Passassin went like 30 laps. I think or in and around that in race 1 on tier 1. So I think Lemony on a set of hards obviously won't be setting purple sectors, but he can definitely go very long into this race. So it's not over yet, and the way people are racing like it's Daytona, with all the bump drafting going on, I would be very surprised if there's no safety cars in the race. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that.
There's a great little battle going here from P6 to P9. Renault Alpha, Kevo Dome, Lucifer and Monster. You know, and Lucifer's making a move on Dome Vista, and he's made it stick so far.
He has.
Yeah, he's through.
He's run deep though.
Renault Alpha.
He's going back.
It might let Monster in as well.
Undercut him. Yeah, that's what you would have to do.
Dome Vista's gone.
Doom done a Lemony. Oh, from last year. And he's out of the race. Damage, front wheel.
Yes, it's taking its time to fall off of me.
No,
should be a safety car. It should be. That really.
It is quite far, but
safety car. And that's done Gav a favour there.
It has brought him back in. Yes, definitely. Brought him back into the pack. Alright, so Spec Drive, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Artistic
drive-through penalty, speeding with the safety car.
Yeah. Just even saying that 5 laps gone, Jack wasn't being dropped by Jack Sheehan, the both Jacks. Jack Sheehan wasn't being dropped by Jack DNF, so I say he's confident enough now that he can definitely fight for the win.
Yeah, Jack Sheehan was just being canny enough there to stay within DRS range. So even if you're between 8 tenths and a second behind, you're not necessarily going to, like with this track being a bit shorter, you're not going to. From that far back, you're not going to catch up.
Yeah, exactly. Just sorry for interrupting. Just before these go into pits, what do you do here? Lap 5 of 57, soft tyres. Are you boxing for tyres or are you staying out? Track position. Pitting or track position?
If I'm in the top 6, I'm staying out. If I'm anywhere outside of there, I am boxing.
Yeah.
And I would probably box for mediums.
Yeah. Well, I think staying out is best because Assassin showed it's a one-stop yesterday, or Monday, I should say.
Exactly. So if I'm going to box for some mediums, if I'm in the top 6 and they'll stay out.
No, Lemony. That's worse. Drive-through penalty.
If I'm sat in Monster's shoes now, or Kev's shoes, and you see the ball stay out in front of you, then I'm in the box for mediums, because they've all got to stop again. So I may as well stop again.
Yeah.
Stretch out a stint, try and get an overcut on them. Obviously it might alter your strategy if you're up front. It's going to help that one stop now.
Yeah.
But you may as well, everyone's close together. It's one of them.
Doomfist has left the session. That's unfortunate for Doom. Now, he was up there in the points, and he looked like he was going to be on for a good good race. Unfortunately, just looking at Lemony did pit on the hards, and he's come back out. He actually pit again, so he's on the medium tyres. So he got rid of those boots. He probably didn't like those hards, the feel of them. But now he has a drive through to serve, and he can't serve it until it goes green, unfortunately, as well. So
no, that's true.
It's now pit stop is about 20-25, so he's about 15.
It's about 23 seconds.
Yeah,
on
17-18 seconds you're going to lose in the pits. So,
well, esports Craig and me Man Moody are all sitting very pretty right now on the new mediums.
Yeah, Faz is the first guy who is on new tyres.
Yes, it is. You can stretch out those mediums, get another 3 laps out of them, 2 laps out of them, and they can comfortably one stop now. These new medium, the new medium runners.
Yeah. So just looking at it here, just to kind of recap on everything. So we've lost Doom Vista, who took a hard left in a right-hander, unfortunately. It's very easy to do. It's happened it happened in qualifying. It's happened last season, all that sort as well. So looking at Lemony there, he was not very slow. I think it was to do with artistic, because artistic pit, and it's probably to do with passing under safety car, and he had to I'd say that's what happened there. So Jack at the moment is the fastest lap at 1:01.878. He's used to being a P1 around this track, so obviously this is one of his stronger tracks, as we can see. And what I find as well, the start of this championship is, even though, as I said about earlier on about Lemony, there's 20 races to go, but Artistic has retired from the session. He came into the pits to retire, but
he's coming to, just to clarify, Shane, just so that there's no confusions there. He came into the pits to retire. But the AI had sent his car back out, so he, by the looks of things, he hasn't done that.
Yeah,
because it's pulled over to the side of the road now, just in front of the safety car going past it now. So just to clarify there, that he did not retire on track.
Yeah. No, I definitely seen him go in.
Car was. Yeah.
Grand. Spectroid 5-second penalty. Bono drive through. Lemony drive through. So Spectroid could serve his 5 seconds now if he so wished it. He could come in, pit under safety car. Now we will find out now as this safety car comes around this corner and it ends sector 2. We'll know if the safety car is coming in this lap, which I would assume it is. Happy has dropped positions. How did that happen? Did he?
He pit. I think he pit.
Did he pit? Right. Okay.
Yeah, for a new wing, I think.
Okay.
And this is a very long session.
And it's so late. This is going to cause so many issues. Just going to just drive through, see if anyone hits anyone else.
Jack Sheen's all over the side of Jack DNF. Has just got to run and he's gone.
Yeah. That was a very late safety car.
Yeah.
And we can't blame Jack on that one now.
No, absolutely not. Can't blame anyone really.
He's coming out of the last corner.
So making a move into the first corner on Buck Pro. Good little move there. Kevo's made a move on Owen. Up to P5 now for Kevo. Sniffing some good points here today, Kev.
He is. Spectroid
Just Coconut's has picked up a win already for Renault this season, and Kev's thinking he fancied one as well today.
Yeah. I think Lemony now, if I'm in Lemony's position, just come in, do your drive through, make sure you don't speed. And Neiman Moody and Yus are battling here. Oh, they're side by side, coming around the dodgy corner.
Dodgy corner, mediums, ouch. Runs wide.
On the gravel.
Oh, spectacular. Oh, hang on, what was that? Bono Candy just spun. The curb of death. He just gets away with it. Hard tyres though.
Yeah.
That's Gav up into P14.
Yeah. He has 3 laps to do this drive-through, so you're in traffic here. Come in. Is he? I'm going to jump on board him. Yeah, he's in. It's the right thing to do here now. Let's come in. Couple of position. Yus and Lucifer. Yus says he broke too late there, so there's action everywhere on track. All these guys in front. Esports Pain. He's looking at a move on Owen.
And he's done it.
Yeah.
He's done it.
He's ran a bit wide.
Owen's back though.
Owen got him back.
Oh, great move from Owen.
Yeah.
See the wily old fox just.
That's it.
Just let him do the old switcheroo.
That's
let
it.
him go.
Jack Sheen 3 seconds 10. I think we might have a move for the lead here, because I think DRS is this the lap DRS is back?
It could very well be.
Yeah,
yes.
He's within 5/10 of him, and there's a fair bit of overtake. So Jack has a lot less. Oh, DRS is enabled this lap.
DRS is now. We'll get it on the next straight though.
Yeah, he will. Oh, there's a move behind. The McLaren is looking for a move on the. I think Owen should have left a tiny bit more space there, but sure, they got out. They got through.
He smells blood.
Yeah. Oh! He put his nose into it. He put his nose in somewhere where he shouldn't have. I think by that one, I just caught the end of it there. He's after spinning. And Lemley has a 3-second pen for corner cuts. Where are we going back? We'll go back up to Esports Pain and Owen. They seem to be having a great old battle here, so I'm going to jump on board. I'm actually going to stick with Monster because he sees all of this in front of him. So,
took
got
that
a great
perfectly.
run, yeah.
Perfect. He's got a great run in Esports here. Don't use all your ARS.
Yeah. He has loads. He has loads.
Save it for the next corner. Just tuck in and brake, get a nice run out.
Yeah,
Monster's also on YouTube. He's had a great run there.
Yeah.
Turn everything on, fire it up. There
I think
we
it was
go.
more
DRS
Esports Pain
well.
was making mistakes, and he is on the medium tyre, so Monster does have that tyre advantage. And we'll just have a look here at the tyres of the other guys as well. So everyone in the top 7 now is on soft.
Well done, Monster. Great move.
Faz is in good shape on those 6-lap on mediums now.
He is. He is. It's, Monster's another guy who's like myself. Like I might have said this last week. He's just transitioning over from control to the wheel, and he's going to get used to it. And he puts a lot of work in. So
Right.
fair dues, mate. Keep it up. Keep it going.
I just noticed, crew, that my phone has died, so I can no longer see the comments. So if you have your phone, if you can jump on the stream there, just have a quick look at the comments.
Happy's just gone off at turn 3. Don't know what's happened there.
Oh, and he's
not moving.
no wing either. He's moving now. He's moving now.
He's waiting for everyone to go.
Did you mentioned earlier on about Happy?
He didn't reverse.
No. You mentioned earlier on about Happy being on the wheel now. I'd assume he's racing on it. So
yes,
he's the new
also,
guy that's making the transition.
It's also, if I'm not mistaken, unless it's changed from last night, racing no traction control as well.
I think.
So
well, I know Happy on the pad
end, really.
always. Happy always racing with no assists, even with the pad, which I thought was mad. But fair play to him, you know. If you're gonna go do it, you might do it. The go all in, as you say.
Yeah.
Jack is 3
get too
tenths.
disheartened with it.
Yeah. Monster is right up Owen as well. So we have a battle for the lead and a battle for 6th place at the moment. As the closest. And Yus is right behind Killer J as well. So there's
Who's
battles
also
all
right
over
behind Faz, who also got Craigie into company there as well.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back to the leader, because just with Jack needs this because he has that 3-second pen. So, and he has the advantage with overtaking. Monster penalty.
Yeah, he turned in a touch early.
Yeah. I think Jack had a great drive out of turn 1. I don't think Jack DNF. He's out there outbraking himself, Jack. He actually turned right there not to make a move, but to actually avoid.
Yeah, to avoid it. Yeah, he did well there. Fair dues.
And now the top 4 are all winning in a DRS train, and Kevo then has his own behind him, or just about own.
Yeah,
just outside.
Owen just about getting DRS. Yeah, he did in the last.
He actually did.
Straight.
Yeah. Yellow flag, sector 1.
That's a Ferrari.
That's Craigie, is it?
No, he's Happy. He's off again.
Happy.
Yeah, he's been in. It looks like he's been in for a new nose, but he's just gone on his exit.
Happy.
There.
10-second penalty for corner cutting.
Wow.
I think he just took turn 3 in a straight line rather than. Happy's about to intentionally cause a safety car here. There you go.
Oh.
So race ban there for himself next week. If you want to retire, you know where you go.
Yeah, VSC.
Considering 2 people got one got a warning and one got it last week, so. So yeah, VSC.
Shame, really.
Guys, on softs. This is no, it wouldn't be. I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, you're thinking 50% distance, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm also thinking of would the medium. You could go hard to the end for sure from here on a 1-stop. But I was thinking Passassin pit in lap 23 on Monday.
Yes.
And went to the mediums to the end there. So that's. You're looking at lap 21, 22 minimum drive-through penalty for Bono Candy for speeding under the pit lane. Speeding under the BSC, sorry.
I think there's a few of them coming.
Yeah.
Jack DNF's gone.
Yeah. Last corner. I think he was on the curb. Wow.
To get on board with Craig, you can see it coming. He's on the right there. Oh, he's lost it on the exit turn.
There's a battle here. Turn. Monster and Owen. Side by side, Monster got him. I seen it, yeah.
Two positions there now because of that. Owen coming back at him.
Kevo's on for a podium as well. He's in P4. He's not too far away, so keep going the way he's going, and you'll have definitely a good result.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Jack DNF left the session. Yeah, I've done it before. You touched that. If you go on a power too early on that curb on the outside of the last corner, it doesn't end well. So I think. No. By the way, his car was positioned. Killer J with Craigie. He's up his trumpet here now. So.
VSC.
Oh, VSC again. Who's that for?
I think it's a very late call for that, to be fair. I don't know why it's taken that long to do it, but that's the only thing I can see according to the map.
Yeah.
We've got Williams 1-2 at the minute.
We do.
With Alberto representing now for Tauri. Good lad, keep it going. Kevo P4, Monster P5.
Oh, there's a position change at Jack Pit.
Ah, right, okay.
Do you know what? The delta time that you lose, now you lose by doing the 2-stop. It's not as bad because now he didn't get the full benefit because they've gone back to green racing, and he's put himself into a 2-stop strategy here now by going on the softs. Yeah. Where if he went mediums, maybe you could have got them to go 40 laps, maybe.
Yeah.
But
there's a nice little battle brewing here for P3, Kevo and Monster.
Yeah. What I will say about Jack is he's into an awful lot of clean air here, so he's a good 8 seconds or so in front of Tilmo, and he's 8 seconds back from yours, so he can really put the foot down now.
He can have a good stint here, can't he?
Yeah.
Booting it. See, for me, okay, he's going to have a good stint, but for me, I'd like I said earlier, you've got that much room at clean air. You put the mediums on for me there.
Yeah.
Stretch them out as long as you can.
He also has the gearbox glitch on my screen, so he's...
he did in qualifying.
What I would also say is with Ben, not Ben, sorry, Jack, Ben's in the lead now, but what I'd say about...
sorry, Shane, Kevin and Monster into turn 1. Monster's trying to go around the outside, he's positioned it nicely for turn 2. Kevin leaves him space, but just enough. Nice defending there from
I'd like
Kev.
to find where that space was, I didn't see it, but, he wasn't enough really alongside him for it to be...
No, exactly.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is that with Jack Sheen, he was in P1. Oh, he's going to go around the outside here, is he? Sorry. He was in P1. He didn't need to take the risk there, that safety car, the VSC.
No.
I've done it before in Silverstone, and I learned from going for that early pit stop. I was in P1, and even though the strategy car might be the quickest, you're just getting yourself into traffic. You're just getting you're making it harder. You don't need to make you don't need to take risks. Everyone else does. You know, you're in control. But there's still an awful lot to race. There's still
he's been quite lucky in falling where he fell.
Yeah.
In the clean air.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that he's on the tyres he's on. Personally, for me, it could be a bit of an opportunity in this. But Monster's passed Kevo on the straight into turn 1.
Yeah.
Kevo's going to have a little look back. Is he? Oh, he's overcooked it more. So Kevo's right over the back of him.
Yeah.
Jack well within the DRS.
Yeah. Is there anything else close? Oh, Killer J just missed it there, Killer J just got him.
But these two having a squabble here for P3, he's just falling into the hands of Esports Pain.
Yeah. Now, Alberto takes the...
And Lucifer as well.
Alberto is now technically P1 because Ben has just got himself a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. So, Bono has left the session.
Yeah, it's a connection issue.
Unfortunately it is, yeah.
I'm on it.
Kevo will get DRS. They're both quite low on airs, so what I even be doing sometimes if I have low airs is just use the DRS and keep your airs and just stay with them for a while and build up your airs back rather than use it constantly, you know. It's a short...
Kevo's making a move.
Yep. Ooh.
Great racing.
Yeah.
Great racing.
Enough space there.
Great attempt, great defending, and Kevo gets a nice X out of here. Should be having it into turn 5 if it is turn 5. I'm not sure. Lose track.
Sometimes
the next major left.
Yeah. Sometimes F1 they make corners out of nothing. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, what a move, Kevo. What a move.
Elbows out. Oh, side by side he killed it. Oh, great work, pair of them.
That other AlphaTauri that's ghosting, that is Bono, is it?
It is Bono, yeah. I saw him ghosting just in front, and it looked like he disconnected before the message came up. But he's back in, I think.
Yeah.
He will be shortly anyway. So, he just popped up his back online. So.
Lucifer is in the DRS zone now, Pains, but we're going to go back to Monster because this is where the action is. This DRS. This actually might help Kevo. I don't know if Kevo was within the DRS zone he wasn't, but Bono's AI could actually be helping him out. Tilmo 3-second penalty.
It will be on the next one.
Yeah.
Monster going one for tight. Yeah. Keep the momentum. That's it. You don't need to nibble there. Just stay behind him.
Stay behind. Save your airs. Just use the DRS. Yep. Use the DRS. And I don't know if he's listening to the broadcast now, but he's not using his overtake here. And now, and as well, Kevo has. This is the thing with these AIs, man. You just don't know what's. Even though you can drive through them, it's just so off-putting.
Yeah. See, he's done for me. He's done the right thing there by not using his overtake because he may as well save it for the longer straight.
Yeah.
But now he's still behind. He's definitely going to have DRS.
And Kevo's using it on this straight. I just jumped on board with Kevo, and Kevo has none, but he has 6%. So.
Kevo's losing his tyres a bit as well, to be fair.
Yeah. Just Jack Sheen, Lemony Tang, Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Kevo's positioned his car nicely, bunking it in the middle of the road, making Monster pick a side.
Yeah,
it's the way to do it. You know, he's not making multiple direction changes. Kevo, he's saying, right, I'm going here. It's up to you if you want to go around me and where you do it.
And he made Monster go down the inside, which then made the angle for turn 1 very difficult.
Yeah.
Just looking at deltas here, I think this is the closest action of the race. He's going to go for it again. No, I think it was best to just stay away from that one for now.
Yeah, bit of a carrot dangler that was. Also left a bit of room there to make him have a think about it.
I have to say, I've raced a few times with Monster, and not obviously in league racing, but just because I kind of stopped racing as he came in. But I think he reserved in Tier 1 Brazil last year, and
he did a few times in Tier 2 as well last season. He's a good lad.
Yeah. Yours 3-second penalty for corner cutting, but he's after dropping a load of places. He was in P9-10, and he's down in 14th now.
He's had a few offs. I think he was off in the first few
pitting. Just looking at it there, his tyres are 0 on 0 laps. He pit there. Oh, now he's
pushing too hard. Oh, hang on, he's retired.
I was on board with him, and it looks like there was another. That looked like another intentional one by the looks of it, because he didn't brake for the corner.
Right, I didn't see.
I just caught the very end of it, but by the looks of it.
Right, okay, well.
I don't know why we bother putting messages in and warning drivers when obviously they just don't listen.
Especially
and I'm actually
when
getting
you're
to the
reserve.
stage now where it's you're driving to impress. You're driving for a seat. And it gets frustrating.
You compare that, for an example, you compare that to a guy like we've just been talking about and praising, Monster, who last season and this season as well has had nothing wrong. Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And there you go, he's got a seat. And then
just jacks after getting a drive through for speeding a VSC. So that's after making
up the inside of Killer J going into the last corner as well.
I'm on board with Killer J here on Jack.
Jack's got the DRS. Killer J's on 21 lap old mediums. He's got a hell of a drive out of there.
Kevo is currently P1 because of the pit stop, so Ben is
P1, that's what we like to see.
Yes.
Monster just behind as well.
Yeah. Something I have to say, Spec Drive with one of the main guys last season in Tier 2, and I know a lot of people had high hopes this year, and at the moment I'm just looking at he's in P14, and I know he's a really good driver, and I've raced with him. I don't know if it's just not clicking for him this year so far. It could also be a circuit thing as well, because I know I'm not great around Australia. I'm good around Bahrain. So it also could be circuits as well. Some people are just better at other ones.
Kevo's in the pits. Monster's staying out for an extra lap.
Yeah.
It could be a circuit thing because at the beginning of the calendar, I'm the kind of... I don't really properly get into my stride until Spain.
Yeah.
I love Australia, but I'm not particularly great at it. I'm getting better at Bahrain as we go. China, I can't stand. Vietnam, I do like it, only if it's raining.
Kevo got held up there. I was on board with Kevo in the pits, and he got held up by a car coming in, so they couldn't release him. He's after losing whatever time he's gained from making the undercut. He is going to lose that now, unfortunately. So Monster needs to come in for sure.
He does.
You seen yesterday when Payne's pit a couple of laps earlier than Passassin, the time delta that he actually gained was quite big on the fresh tyres. So Monster should be...
If Monster comes in now, he should come out just behind Lemony in some clear air. But he's going one more by the look of it. He's keeping good pace in front of Eastmore's Payne.
102.6. That was a 102.6. Just going to have a quick look at the lap times of these guys on fresh tyres. So Ben is coming across the line now. Ben is the one on provisional P1 at the moment. 102.6, you're looking at a 101.2. So he's lost 1.4, and that's Ben, setting the fastest lap of the race on medium. So Monster, you do need to come into the pits, and get on these tyres. And we've seen from Monday, you can go from lap 23 to the end. So Owen and Jack very close. For me, I don't know if your intervals a bit blank at the moment, crew. I don't have.
I just have a few of them. Yeah.
I think when with these pits, I think the game has a little bit of a...
Yeah, I think it might be just as well because Bono Candy's just rejoined the session as well.
Yeah.
Being disconnected, so it could be that waking itself up again.
Yeah.
But Monster's coming in now.
Right.
Esports Payne stays out, goes into P1. Fazzy P2, Craigie P3.
Yeah.
But this has properly put Monster into some podium contention here.
Definitely. I'm just looking at Alberto as well. Alberto, no pen so far, and we've seen the amount of times penalties make... the difference penalties do make, you know what I mean, in these races.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, I actually do fancy Alberto at the moment now. Monster, is he coming out ahead of Monster? Yeah.
Monster
Lemony
just tucked in behind Lemony.
Yeah. Now, these guys are still basically a pit stop ahead of Lemony. Lemony's tyres are 21 laps old. But safety car, if Lemony gets a safety car within the next, say in 10 laps time, even in the next 6 laps time, these guys, actually I'm just doing the maths quick in my head. These guys done 24-25 laps on soft that some of them started on. Some of them started on those tyres. So if you take the 3 laps from qualifying, it's about 27 laps. There's roughly 30 left to the end. So you're not too far away from going to soft to the end.
There's 3 people who've yet to stop, and that's Payne in P1, Craigie P3, and Moody in P13. Everyone else has made at least 1 stop. So
yeah, definitely. Faz, I'm on board with Faz here. He's the only driver that they can see who is within DRS of someone. So, and his tyres are a bit younger than Payne. And I have to say, Faz is really driving well, and I don't want to jinx that.
Yes, he is.
Because
he's got better, a lot better since we last raced with us.
And just even look like even things with such as penalties and stuff like that. Faz, he would get pens, and I don't want to jinx him again. 28 laps in this race, and he doesn't have one. So I have to say, fair play to him. But I think we're at this critical moment now of this race where it can swing either way. We have guys that Ben and Alberto are the guys in pole position right now. Monster as well, who's not too far behind.
Yeah,
everyone else in around them all have to pit, but they're all going to be on softs towards the end of this race.
It's worked out quite even better for Monster here because of it was Jack Sheehan, the Williams in front of Kevo, that delayed his release because he was serving his drive-through. And Jack Sheehan is flirting with falling into his DRS range behind Monster. He is on 10 lap older softs than Monda compared to his mediums, so he's going to start losing that pace there. And even if Jack Sheehan manages to get close up to Monster and he's hounding him, I'd be inclined just to let him go because he's just going to lose that tyre grip. Monster is closing in on Lemony. It's a replay of last week. They had a right good battle last week.
They did, and in fairness, I don't think it's going to be too difficult for Monster because he's on 22 lap younger tyres. Lucifer Shahid is just made a move for P1 of the Grand Prix. So
wow, I've never said that. Heard that sentence. Oh, contact.
Yes.
That's a sentence
he should have better traction. He got
Don't get too excited, Fazzy. Just start again, mate. Don't worry about it. Your tyres are fresher. Don't worry about
Monster just made the move on Lemony there.
Excellent.
Yeah. Oh, he's run deep, but he's all good. All good. Yeah. We go back to Lucifer. He's following him right through the flat corners. You can see he definitely has more pace at the moment, and he needs to get by because I think Payne will be pitting very soon, and Faz needs to get ahead just to try to build a bit of a gap. So he has a bit of errors, not much. Payne actually has more, but so they're going the opposite way now.
He's giving Fazzy the racing line.
Yeah, but this time around, Faz didn't have the overtake. He made the move.
Oh, great work! Great work.
Yeah. He just compromises his angle for turn 2, and then he's ran wide, and then he's after messing up.
Payne did what he's done in qualifying, different corner, but he's got DRS now.
Oh, he has.
Now this is all just playing into Craig's hands just behind. These two carry on squabbling for a few more laps.
Oh, Payne's after running deep.
Oh dear, oh dear. Me and Alpha Stuns had a good battle round here. Oh, Fazzy, great move.
Faz, what a move.
Great move. Me and Alpha Stuns had a great battle through that corner, a few laps.
That's the overtake of the season so far, to me. Like, going too wide around there. Fantastic, Faz. Well done.
He obviously watched me on Monday night having a battle.
Yeah.
I think I didn't make it stick, but we had a good little scrap. But yeah, well done that, Faz.
Yeah.
If he keeps it going into turn 1, it should be okay.
Well, me man Moody, 5-second pen for exceeding track limits. That's strange seeing a 5 second for that now. Obviously, it was a big one now. So Killer J's pitting. He's the first of these guys. Oh, Payne just got a penalty. 3 second time penalty there.
That eases the pressure on Fazzy.
Yeah. Killer J, he's one of the guys on those old tyres. Oh, he has a pen. He's serving a pen by the looks of it. He served the 5 second there, so he's down P11 at the moment. Go back to eSports Payne, battle for the lead here.
That was weird because that happened at the end of his stop.
It did. It was strange, wasn't it? Unless he just didn't release the. He could have just didn't. You know, maybe if the pit release turned off, maybe he just didn't release.
Yeah.
He just sat there, but yeah. Strange one, all right.
Yeah, because you serve your penalties before you stop, so
yeah,
never mind. Is what it is.
Yeah. Esports Pain is a good run here. He's going to try to get him back.
Don't fight too hard, Fazzy. Let him go.
Yeah,
let him go. He's got that penalty. Save your airs and save a bit of fuel, what have you.
Payne has 6 seconds worth of pens. BX Pro has 3 seconds worth of pens. Monster has 3 seconds. Lemmy Tank 6. Jack Sheehan 3. Kevo 3. Killer J 3. Mean Man Moody 5. Spectroid 11. Tilmo has 8.
Someone who's in a good position here is General Owen. He could have an outside chance of a podium here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying only a couple of laps ago. We're right at this critical stage of this race where you can say 1 or 2 guys are in a good spot, but there's still so much that can happen. Like there's still 25 laps left. Like there's so much racing to go. But I definitely will say Tier 2 have more than redeemed themselves from last week so far. This race, some of the driving has been really, really good.
The overtaking and the respect for each other during those moves has been excellent.
Yeah. No one is trying to stop people from racing each other. Yeah,
absolutely. But there's a way to do it, isn't there?
Yeah. And it's great seeing Faz here battling for the lead. I know realistically he's not in contention for the win at the moment, but here if I'm Faz, I'm just going to go back to the tire situation here.
28 old mediums.
Like top 3. If I'm any one of the top 3 guys, I would already be boxed. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like your softs will get to the end here now. But maybe
Owen
people
just made a move on Lemony. Sorry.
Yeah, he did.
And Lemony's got Jack Sheehan all over his backside as well.
Yeah.
Oh, contact Jack Sheehan, lose a bit of wing.
He did.
No harm done though to Lemony.
No.
Might just pushed him a bit wide, but no spins or anything more serious.
Jack does have to pit again, because remember we were saying Jack did make the error earlier on putting the softs on. So
yes,
I'd come in now. You're just losing time.
Wing.
Yeah. But I think people are holding out for Craigie and Esports Pain both pit. I think people are holding out as well for safety cars, because that could massively change things.
Killer J has spun at the curb of doom and lost his front wing, so he's just about got away with that. Kevo 5 seconds speed in the pits. Why is he pit?
And I think Jack or Kevo, I seen damage. There was
Kevo wing damage.
Yeah, it's like they hit each other on the pit entry.
Oh. Well, Jack was already coming in anyway because of his little bump behind Lemony.
Yeah.
But, it's a shame for Kev that. That's twice Jack Sheehan's held him up because something up with him. No.
But again, tyres, 29 lap old. He'll be pushing these. It looks like he's having trouble with. He's even lifting through that killer curb there corner. So it looks like he is struggling with these tyres at this right now. So himself, Faz, 30 lap old tyres.
I'd be at the end of this lap if I'm Faz.
Yeah, and Lemony to be fair now. He could jump Kevo at this right now, looking at it, so he'd be coming out P9.
Yeah, you're looking at Esports and Craigie. He was fighting with Esports and Craigie. He was 2 seconds behind.
Yeah,
they're on the brand new softs. He's going to come out in that vicinity. Definitely P8 at the worst because of Kev having to stop again. But
Jack Sheehan and Spectre.
With that as well, you're going to have at least 2 guys in front of you having to pit again. So you're looking at a net. Well, 1 guy in front of you having to pit again. So you're looking at a net P7 and worse. So.
Watching Jack here now. Jack is making a move on Spectroid here. Going with the line.
Ooh, that went off. Bono Candy just had a little moment. But he looks as if he's okay. Wing damage though. As he stays out again.
Yeah. At this rate, it must be just for safety car.
It must be.
And obviously having a bit of fresher tyre at the end, but sometimes you just give yourself too much of a gap to try to close, you know what I mean?
And yeah, with a track like this with such a small delta between drivers, too much work with not enough laps.
Yeah. Lemony's in.
It's tempting to stretch, but that's when you start to lose a second
Lemony
overall.
put mediums on. Lemony put mediums. Maybe he didn't have softs left, but he put mediums on, which I found strange. He might not have had the tyres, might not have had a fresh set. But if that was the case, I would have came in 5 laps ago. You know what I mean? And
to get the best out of them tyres.
Yeah. But right, Craigie's up the back of Payne at the moment, and this is 4th position. These guys are Craigie is technically a net position
Faz
ahead
is
of him.
pitting, by the look of it. Yeah, Faz is pitting. Oh, we've got a Haas off. Killer J lost it at curb of death again.
Oh, yeah.
Wing damage again. That's twice in 3 laps, I think.
Yeah. Craigie is in the DRS now. Payne is just outside the DRS of Owen.
He might have it though from the... Yeah, Payne's got the DRS from the back marker in front of him, Mino Moody. So Monster back into P3. Killer J's retired. I think he retired in the pits, to be fair. Yeah, he did. He just got a penalty for speed in the pits. So Killer J's called it a day. He's done it in the pit lane, which is appreciative.
Yep. I'm just looking here now at Owen. 19 laps with 19 to go. Can he get to... That's 38 laps in those mediums. Can they go that distance? The lads went 32, 33.
Oh, eSports just passed him. And Craig is going to be next.
Does he have any damage, or is this just for... No damage.
Can't see any, no.
I suppose these guys are on 2-lap old softs and he's on 19-lap old mediums. They're going to have a massive delta, so...
Yeah.
The only thing what I'd be looking at... Where is Owen? Owen has a fair bit of a gap back to the likes of Lemony and Jack. You definitely come out ahead of Jack. If I'm in Owen's position, with the tyre... The age of the tyre you have on you, you're only going to be looking in your mirrors, because you're not going to be gaining any time on the guys in front.
And the amount of tyre wear that the soft drivers have got in and around him, it's not worth hanging on for them to waiting for them to drop off. If they were 10 laps older than what they are, then it's worth hanging about. And
Lemony, Jack and Kevo's tyres are not going to go off. They're on 1-2 lap old medium, so you need to make a decision quite early, because he's 19 ahead of Lemony, so he'll come out just behind Lemony, but ahead of Jack if he comes out, if he does it now. And he has no pens as well, so it's not the end of the world being stuck behind them, because even if you are behind them and can't get by, because you don't have those pens, you are ahead of them, you know. So
he's the lowest running penalty free guy out there. So no matter where he comes out, as long as he stays within that range, then it's another position. So it's win-win for me if I'm away. But he's staying out for the time being, and he's got Fazzy with a fresh soft all over his backside. Fazzy making a move.
Craig's making a move here.
Well in time.
The problem is with Craig at the moment is Craig has literally no airs, where Payne has 60% or in and around that.
Yeah, and he'll have the DRS as well.
Yeah.
And they're both equal with the tyres, but Fazzy's made the move stick on Owen, so he'll be hunting down this battle in front of him. Yeah.
And this is for like the top any of the top 6. If it goes green to the end, any of these top 6 can win the well. The guys without the pens are obviously have the biggest advantage. The two guys, because but these guys, it's 3 guys in mediums and 3 guys in softs, and they're going to be flying now for the next 17 laps. And especially Faz, because Faz's tyres are 3 laps younger than the 2 guys up in front. I'm just going to check the pens again just to see. So Faz has 3, Payne has 6, Monster. Alberto's winning this race right now.
Fastest lap, Fazzy, 1:2:97.
That's it. Well,
Alberto is winning this race. It's like I said to you before, and I'm not sure when I said it, but he just needed a bit of a break. You know, he's had some bad luck back in the last season, beginning of this. I've been watching his interval gap behind Ben, and he's been consistently between 1.5 and 2 seconds behind him, which is exactly where he needs to be. He's not too close that he's affecting his tyres. And he's staying in touch, so he does, he's in the lead effectively at the minute, so he stays penalty free.
He is. Just want to have a quick look. He's driving well. Just had a quick look to see was he using his air as much and all that sort. But so it's now Monster, Craigie, Payne and Faz all in a DRS train now for the last podium position. I think Craig will get Monster pretty easily here. But again, he doesn't have much airs compared to Monster. But Monster's not defending, he's not using it at all. He's just letting Craigie go by.
Payne is there. Oh, he stuck his nose in a little bit. He thought about it.
Faz could capitalise on all this. But Craigie is going to be pulling away now. These guys need to get by Monster as quick as possible. I think Payne just made the move.
Does, yeah. Ooh,
oh, he ran deep.
Scruffy.
Oh, Faz going to capitalise.
Fazzy.
Yes.
Fazzy is past.
Spectroid speeding in the pit lane. Just come around second last corner now. Craigie's now joined the penalty guys. So it's only Alberto now, no pens, and we've just said he was 1.8, 1.9 when we were talking about him a lap ago. He's now 2.3, 2.4. He's coming back. He's gaining a bit now. So
yeah. Owen is still penalty free. There's 15 laps to go.
Made it.
14. I don't see why. What do you think? Is Owen thinking glass half empty here?
Oh no!
Oh, Jack Sheehan's gone.
Shit. But I was on board with the lads fighting for the podium positions, and Payne's after hitting Faz, and Faz is down to 6th. He hit him in the rear in turn 1.
If you have a look on
safety car. This helps Lemony. This helps.
Tilmer.
And Faz is not happy. Faz just showed his feelings there, and rightly so. To be fair, like they were racing well, but he just got spun.
Looks like Jack Sheehan's done a carbon copy of. I think it was Domed who took a left on a right.
Right.
At the curb of death corner.
Yeah.
Kevo's in softs.
Lemony
Ben is in the pit lane, so is Alberto. Craig is coming in. Monster is coming in. Payne is coming in. If I'm Fazzy, unless I've got damage, I stay out.
Oh, Lemony.
Oh, he's thinking about it.
Lemony just got done for driving on a speeding on a safe car. And he just served the pen.
Owen's in as well.
All the lead guys are coming in. All onto softs.
That's helped out Owen.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
That's helped out Owen massively. And Alberto has ended up out the pit lane in the lead. I don't know how he's managed to get past Ben. I don't know if Ben had a little bit of wing damage, but
maybe it's to do with traffic, because everyone in the top 6, 7 pit. So it's probably down to that. Alberto's in prime position now, no pens.
Yeah, it must have been traffic, because Ben being in the Williams is the last garage to exit. Yeah.
Oh, drive through for Kev.
Drive through.
P9 there. I feel for Lemony. Everybody in the top 10 are on brand new sticker slick softs there, and he is on 32 lap old mediums.
And he stayed out.
Well, see, he served a drive. He served a drive through on the lap previous, or they just didn't change he changed his tyres, but back onto an old set, and then he got
DT. Yeah.
That's what he must have done. So the tyre, he'd only pit recently enough, hadn't he? So they're the tyres he put on lap 1.
Yeah, they give him his other mediums.
So he's put them back on, and then he'll come back in now because he wanted to serve that 5-second penalty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of why he would do that.
Yeah.
And then he can put the tyres back on, but I don't know what he's going to do now because he has a drive through for speeding under under safety car. Spec Drive 1 lap all soft. See, that was unfortunate for Spec Drive because he made that stop the lap before the safety car came out.
This is the thing what we were saying about Owen though. You know, if he'd have made a stop even a lap earlier, like we were saying, oh, he should be stopping now, he should be stopping. If he had done, he'd be on like 2 lap old softs. And a track like this with how much is left, 2 laps older is nothing.
Yeah.
So and he would have been P1. But no, hindsight 2020, innit?
2020.
Just excuse me for one moment. I should be back.
Yeah. I do see all the comments coming through on the stream there. We're up to about 200 comments now, and I appreciate all the interaction on the channel there. Spectroid has got another 3-second penalty. Again, I just want to mention Kevo. You know, we're all here for you, buddy. I know the race was looking very strong for you earlier on, and you had some great racing there. So kind of unfortunately went a bit against you there over the last few laps. but sure, there's still 12 laps to go, and safety car has brought the field back together. I'm sure there's plenty of racing left, and I'm sure you can move up the grid there. So keep the head down. This is basically a sprint race to the end. So if you ever wanted to see what a sprint race would look like in a championship, we now have basically 11 laps, 10 laps of pure racing to the max. Everybody here is on fresh tyres in the top 7, and even including, if you just take Lemony out, Esports painted past Owen under safety car. Now, what's everyone doing? They're trying to. There's been an overtake under safety car here after messing up the grid.
Right.
And Faz is now ahead of Owen.
He was, wasn't he? He already was.
No. Faz was down to 6th when he got hit by Payne earlier. Safety car is in this lap, and this is where it should be telling us, is at this stage. So Alberto now can control the pack. We'll also say as well that you can. He's trying to go. He's going way too early. You can overtake from the safety car line, not the start finish line. That's something that, and I'll show you where the start finish line is. A lot earlier than you expect it to be.
Oh,
he went. Yeah,
Alberto
that line there.
But he's gone.
Yeah, the DRS line there is your safety car line. You can overtake from that spot in real life, whether the game picks it up or not. I'm going to go on board with Monster here. He looks like he's going to make a move on Craigie.
Looks like Kevo served his drive-through on the safety car.
Yeah. Lemony Tang, 3-second pen, multiple warnings. There's a lot of cars. Bono never got back into the session as AOA is driving around.
He did get back in, but he's lap down.
Oh, that's what right. Okay.
And respect to him in P13, a lap down, a track like this is still going.
Yeah.
Faz is all over the back of Monster again.
Oh, he got tagged by Payne. That's twice now.
Did he get tagged, did he?
Yeah, by Payne, yeah.
I was on board with him rather than on broadcast.
I just
Bits
seen
of
the
bodywork flying everywhere here.
Yeah.
Lemony Tang on the outside.
Yeah. Fast deserved the podium out of this race, and unfortunately,
really does,
there was no fault of his own. Lemony serving his drive-through by the looks of it, and potentially could have caused a disaster. And now Payne's pit and got caught speeding under pit lane. Tilmo now. Tilmo, there's a car inside you.
I mean, that wasn't.
Going for the apex when there's a car side by side is just, again, makes no sense for sure.
Esports Payne is retired in the pit lane as well.
Yeah. Kevo is in P10.
He is.
Does he have damage? No. He looks. He definitely lost some time to the guys from front.
No, he looks
Faz
okay there.
Faz got a pen, another one. He's back to P6.
So I don't know how Faz he got away with all that without any damage. If he has got damage, it's not a lot. Fair dues.
Yeah. General Lone, no pens.
Alberto's fastest lap, 59.955.
And he's broken the DRS zone. He's out of the DRS zone as well, and DRS has just been enabled, so just need to keep that going. So I'm bored with Owen here. Owen seems to be very close to Monster. They've just been some great racing all through the field, all racing. I know that at the end of the race,
Spectride's been in the pit lane. He's in the pit lane. Retired.
Oh, he's in the pit lane.
Yeah.
Good shot for points there.
Yeah. I mean, Bono Candy might get some points here, a lap down.
Yeah. Oh. No, sorry, I just jumped on board Faz and it looked like he ghosted through a driver, but it was just Bono. But BX Pro's back within the DRS of Alberto for first. Owen is well within.
Pair of them in Ps1 and 2 have no airs left. Craig has got a little bit, he's got 30%.
Yeah. Owen has a fair bit, he's about 50, he's 52 at the moment.
Yeah, Monster's in the high 30s, he's using it now though.
Yeah, just
got
look
DRS. Just reeling him in this lap. Again, he doesn't need to do anything daft here.
No.
He's on for net P2 here with all these penalties in front of him.
As it stands, yeah. The 3 guys in front all have 3-second pens, and then Faz has 6 just behind.
Yeah, the minute it's got Owen at net P3 at the moment.
Right. I think Ben is going to be making a move. Oh, he has no airs though, and but both of them have no airs, as you said it the last lap. They haven't been saving it. But here they're fighting for a race win.
Reeling them in.
Yeah. Bono 3-second pen. Lemony, for all what's happened Lemony with the 2 drive-throughs, he is on course for points at the moment.
Yes,
so,
which is, if he gets 1 point here, it's 1 more than what he got before the race.
That's it. That's it.
Glass half full.
That's it. I think these guys up front, especially Ben, if he's use the DRS to your advantage, you still have 6 laps. Use it, save your overtake. He's using it now. Save it. Couple of laps. And let Alberto use his to try to defend from you.
Save it up because you might need it for a couple of laps sprint if you can get past and try and stretch out a 3-second gap. Which is going to be hard on this track.
Yeah. Could you just have a quick look at the comments there, because there's 226 comments, and obviously, like I just mentioned, you were gone there. That I appreciate all the interaction on the channel. Is there anything being said or mentioned in there that might be worth calling out?
Optic Pains has said that Judah is racing for Alberto. Yeah, saying that Faz got hit in turn 1 because Payne hit him in the rear.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I saw that on the stream. Yeah,
it's coming from Optic as well.
He hit him in 1 and in 3.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Timber, retire the car.
3?
Retire the car.
Yeah. Wasn't 3, sorry, it was 1 and the second last corner, basically.
Yeah.
Or it's actually the third last, because the last corner is technically 2 corners with the way you have.
There's so many comments on here, fellas, and it's great to see the interaction.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
You've Craigie now in the DRS of Ben, and for P2, and you've Owen in the DRS
Owen's on
here,
Monsters as well.
Yeah.
He has been for a few laps, to be fair, but we haven't quite been able to reel him in.
Yeah. But as I was saying, you have Alberto just broke into the last corner, so. But coming up to the last corner, none of the top 3 had more than 5% errors. So.
None of the top 4.
Yeah.
Monsters the same. He's on 3%.
Yeah, and Owen's making the move.
Yeah, Owen's got that now.
If Owen could get P2 here, if he can stay ahead of.
Yeah, if these 3 up front have a bit of a squabble. Currently at the minute, Owen is just about on the verge of P3.
Yeah.
Penalty. But he's got some clean air now. He can get his head down, save up a bit of ERS. Yellow flag. Someone's gone off. Looks like a hash.
Yeah.
Tilner. Yeah, just had a little moment, I think.
Oh, there's a nice well, Caddy Mac just invited me to a race, and I haven't seen his name pop up in a while.
Whoa, that's a blast from the past. Callie, I'll just AI and win Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a blast from the past. Yeah, absolutely.
He was quick though.
He was quick. He was. I imagine he still is.
Yeah.
But Craig is all over the back of Ben now, and Ben with the RF. But Craig's just run out of hers. Both of them have no hers, side by side. Oh, this is all just falling into Owen's hands. And Craigie up the inside.
Yeah.
Nice little manoeuvre there, makes it stick. Lovely work from Craig.
Yeah.
Also sporting as well, not just the helmet, but 21 for Kevo as well, which is nice.
Fair play.
Very nice. Yep. But it's a proper little 3-way scrap now for this.
Isn't it?
This
Owen's actually falling away a bit in the clean area. We're expecting him to start closing the gap here, but what Craigie be thinking now is if he has 3 laps to get ahead of Alberto and pull away.
Yes.
And try to get that 3 seconds, which will be very difficult around here, especially with how these DRS trains, it's very hard to break out of it. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. And just looking at the position changing now for everyone, Craigie started in P15,
right,
past 13 cars so far, and he's all over the back of Alberto.
Yeah. Ben nearly lost it on the exit. That's why he dropped so far behind. He lost 5 tenths in the.
Right. Craigie, Alberto side by side.
Yeah, and they...
Craigie's on the inside line, and Craig, a great move. And Alberto fight. Oh, just a little touch. Oh. This is great stuff, this.
And Ben going to take advantage. And Ben is taking... Oh,
Ben's taking advantage. Ben's right back there. Oh, my God, this isn't racing. God, it's Skittles.
Oh, what a move.
Oh, great work, Craigie, with the veteran move. Sticking tight for the corner for the great exit and the run into the death corner.
Yeah.
Oh, check the back of Ben.
Damage. He's got wing damage. He'd have to lose an end plate, Craigie.
It should be alright with how much is left in this
race. Like he shouldn't lose. Well, you have to think about it. He's only a half a second, 3/10 now, ahead of Owen. If there was no penalties involved, he'd be relatively comfortable. But the DRS train will help him. The time he would lose to Owen with the wing damage would be negated by being in the DRS of the other cars, you know? So it might... I'm sure Monster as well. Monster's right up the back. Faz is as well. Faz is not giving up.
He's not giving up, and Lemony Tang's all over there who's ghosting.
Yeah.
Giving extra people DRS.
Yeah. Lap cars getting involved in these battles, for sure. What can you do? I think he's on fresh set of softs. He looks like he's fine.
He is. He's on brand new softs. Ooh, Kevo, 3 second pen.
Oh, Monster's got another pen. But this is for position now, because now they're both have 6 seconds.
Yeah. Fazzy alongside.
Oh
no! Fazzy came across there where he shouldn't have done. Absolutely.
Faz thought he got the jump. He got the full gap.
Lemony Tang, fastest lap. He's on for 2 points.
And I can't even say anything because he's in the top 10. I can't even he's in the top 10.
You can't whinge. Oh, I don't know about Fazzy. They both got front left. Sorry, they both got left end wing.
Yeah.
Left end plate damage, both Monster and Fazzy.
Yeah.
We've been praising Fazzy all race, but that was a bit daft. You know, you can't just.
And he done it earlier on, and he got away with it earlier on in turn 1. And it's the last lap, so I'm going to go back to these leaders because they are literally 7/10 separating all 3 of them. Alberto is in P2, and with all of that, we missed Ben getting past, but Alberto should still get the race win.
Owen is 3. No, it's 4.0 behind the leader.
Yeah.
So,
but he's 3.9 on Craig.
Just about
2.9, 3.0. Oh, it's going to be so close.
And Ben crossed the line, first place, but Alberto takes the win for AlphaTauri representing
0.026.
Wow. Monster, a very good driving P5. Fazzy, great drive as well, P6. Apart from the last couple of laps. Other than that, perfect from the pair of them, really. Some great racing. Tilmo P7. Moody P8. Kevo.
Yeah.
And Bono Candy digging in there, staying put to round out.
Do you want to grab the race winner there, crew? Can you, or do you want to wait for the position? Oh no, do you want to grab them? Do you want to grab Alberto? He might not join, but even Ben and Craigie as well. Just if I back out, we'll lose the picture. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's our first Venezuelan race winner.
Yes.
Yeah, Judah was the best for the P2 in Brazil last year, if I remember correctly. But yeah, fantastic race, have to say.
Absolutely.
Alberto P1, Ben P2, Craigie P3, Owen P4, Monster P5, Lucifer Faz P6, Tumo P7, Kevo P8, Mean Man Moody from 18 to 9. That's a great L drive from him.
That's a great drive from him,
yeah, P9, and then Lemony there, unfortunately, pole position, has made 5 stops. Yes. But he got fast lap of the race, so 2 points for himself. And unfortunately, Bono, Spec Drive, Esports Pain, Jack Sheen. We only had 11 finishers. 11 finishers.
Quite a number of guys decided to take it to the pits and they'd had enough. And
some guys decided to put it in a wall, but sure. Yeah.
But
we have Alberto,
shout out as well, Alberto with turning and not having any penalties, and Owen as well not having any penalties. But I believe Alberto, race winner, is here with us. Well done, mate. Well done. Good, I'm happy as well. AlphaTauri constructor points. Yes. It was a great drive, though, mate. You were penalty free. You didn't have any penalties there. No corner penalties, no time penalties. So,
and Alberto, can I ask you one question? Was he you or Judah Gomo racing today?
No answer there? No answer.
I'm only kidding, I'm only joking.
Really? Joke, mate, don't worry.
Yeah, no, we can definitely see it on track, but you've been a bit unlucky with some of the races early, but you could definitely see that the pace was there, 100%. But yeah. But well done. It's really unfortunate about that penalty. But yeah, you really deserved the race win today, I have to say. But we'll move to P2, which is BX Pro. So Ben, how did you think your race went? Especially after last week.
It wasn't too bad.
It's good racing with yourself and Alberto. You were constantly within 2 seconds of each other all race, so.
Yeah, close battle. I was trying to keep a 3-second gap, but I just couldn't. And then the safety car come out.
We were saying there even in the stream that the DRS and the slipstream around here is very powerful because it's such a small track, so you don't get enough corners to try to break that slipstream until the next one comes, and then the next one comes. It's very hard.
Yeah.
But second place, but it's actually P1 now because Alberto then drops down. Yeah, because Alberto has a.
Oh. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
He's got a.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, and that's a very good wise decision, Alberto.
Yeah, good sportsmanship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Craigie.
Craig is.
Yeah.
Craig is here as well, I believe. Craigie.
Oh yeah.
Great drive, mate. Considering the disappointment of quali, what happened in quali?
I put scrubs on and I went to put my engine on max, and as soon as I done that, I put the power down, the back end switched ends, and it just went.
Shopping trolley moment then.
Oh, it just went. It was like it's like a Grosjean.
We've all done it, mate. We've all done it.
Yeah.
But great comeback though from it.
Great comeback. P2, can't go wrong. I think now we'd have to just look at the delta gaps, but potentially Owen got P3, but we'll have to look at that after the race and look at the and obviously there could be more reports.
The reason, just to clarify for everyone, is it's Alberto received a 5-second time penalty for previous incident in a previous race, but he didn't. He unfortunately DNF those races, so he can't apply a time penalty to a race you don't finish. So unfortunately, when it does get applied, it's P1. Which is a shame.
It was great racing between the 3 years and after the last safety car. I
fantastic.
Yeah,
I thought I got past the Alberto's outright. I just need to stick my nose in here. Then I just got a bit of wheel spin.
Yeah,
and just lost traction.
Yeah.
No, it was a good fight.
Brilliant. Me and crew thoroughly enjoyed the battles. Not even just the three U's had a great battle, but there was so much. The racing standards this week was light years ahead of last week, and it was really, really, really good to see. Now there was still mistakes. Mistakes happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We're human, but the driving standards were fantastic. I really have to say there was a few small little errors made, but nothing major. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you understand that. But, well, just the last word then, go to the three, is just real quickly about Vietnam next week. Are you as confident? Are you as looking forward to it? Are you not looking forward to it?
I'm feeling confident now. I'll just answer first. I feel confident now. I've got a good setup on it. I'll beat my TT time by 4 seconds. So
there you go. There you go.
I'm back in the top 10 on VTT. So
we're due a wet race. I'm sure there'll be a wet race soon as well.
Oh, I've no a wet race setup. I'll go back to the drawing board on that one.
Alberto, what are you looking forward to it next week?
What tracks next week?
Vietnam.
Oh.
Right. Right.
I love it. I love the track myself.
I also want to apologise to Ben for really shoving the second last lap, because he got in front of us and I think he must have braked early behind Alberto and I just got caught out. I totally destroyed my wing.
We've seen your end plate.
Yeah, well, I braked a bit early, didn't I?
It was like braking early. It caught me out because I was still like in the green arrows. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Right. Well, leaving on that note, we are going to wrap up here. So, lads, great racing. Really enjoyed it. And I'm sure, Alberto, even though the race win is lost, I'm sure the confidence that you gain from this performance is going to propel you up the championship from now on as well. So.
Yeah,
exactly.
I did say earlier in the stream, towards the beginning of the stream, you've had a lot of bad luck, and give you a chance up front with some space, then you'll take the opportunity. And you did, so
exactly.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Yeah. All right, boys. And just want a quick word. Thanks to everyone for watching. We had, again the participation of everyone, all the viewers, was fantastic. We've over 250 comments, or in and around that number, and we had over 20 viewers all race as well. So just want to appreciate all the support and everyone tuning in, and we hope that we provided a good, interesting race. I'm sure me and crew will back me up with that it was fantastic from our point of view.
Oh, absolutely.
And Vietnam will be difficult next week, but sure, it's still going to be as exciting, so look forward to that.
We'll need that popcorn.
We'll be racing again tomorrow in our Classics Championship, and then we'll be back Tier 1 next Monday at Vietnam, and same time, same place.
Classics tomorrow, Spain.
Yeah. I haven't even done a lap. Let's see.
We'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
Thanks, everyone.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers, thank you.